Once again, we're at war. And once again, we're seeing Nissim. Friday night in my shul, I spoke to my balabatim and I said, more than a year and a half ago, on that terrible tragedy which happened in Simchas Torah, I said we're going to say 3 Pirkei Tehillim after every tefillah, which we did. First few months, everybody said those 3 kapitlet with a fervor, with a bren. But we know from Sifrei Musar about Tardemas HaHergel, routine, human nature. And in recent months, most of the people walk out, they come in, some are busy with their zdorim. And it is what it is. How long could people keep this? But we're at war once again. So Friday night I said, besides our 3 kapitlach that we always say, we're going to say Mizmar Asayda, thanking HaKadosh Baruch Hu for his miracles. There are 2 types of miracles. Nisim Gluim, that the Ramban and Parshas Boy calls Anisim Agedolim V'Hamifilsamim. We are not zoche to those in later days. And that is why we have the mitzvah to remember and pass on to every generation Yetzias Mitzrayim. There are miracles of concealment, but nevertheless, they're miracles. So the success of the initial strike in Iran, well, needless to say, Israel has magnificent pilots and the entire system works. But we are zeiche to siyata d'shmaya to miracles. Even technically, having hundreds of planes flying thousands of miles again and again and again, and everyone comes home safely. This is a miracle, unprecedented. And we need to thank HaKadosh Baruch Hu and open our eyes and our hearts. So Chazal teaches us in Masechet Berachos, Moida ala Ovar v'tzoyach ala Osi. And I think this halacha is twofold. And what I share with you now is a profound observation. I think the halacha is twofold. Sometimes we are in an eis tzara, and we come together to be tzoyach ala Osid. Chazal say, remember, before being tzoyach ala Osid, say thank you ala Ovar. Look back. Before tragedy struck, were you appreciative? Were you aware of the beautiful days you had and the siyata d'shmaya you had? So before you tzok ala osed, first say thank you ala avar. That is one aspect. The other aspect is sometimes we come together just to say thank you. Person found a tumor in his body and he went for a biopsy. And I know what it is. When you wait and you can't sleep at night till you get the pathology from that biopsy. And you don't know whether you have a horrible metastasis, a malignant tumor that might end your life, or maybe it's benign, and you get the results. Baruch Hashem, there's nothing to worry about. And you just want to say thank you, Chazal tell you, remember, not only say thank you, bitzayek alos. Think about tomorrow. If you say thank you, bitzayek alos. So this halacha is twofold. Sometimes we just want to cry and ask the Kodesh Baruch Hu for tomorrow. Chazal tell us, remember yesterday. Before being tzayek alos, be moida alava. And it also goes the other way around. Sometimes we just want to thank HaKadosh Baruch Hu. The pathology came back and things are good. don't forget. So I said to my congregation in my shul, we have so much reasons to be Moida Ava, but don't forget to be Tzarech Halaosid. And there's such pachad in our hearts about tomorrow. Don't forget to be Moida Ava. So on one hand, we've seen miracles almost 2 years. And this week we saw amazing miracles. What happened in Iran surpasses everything that we've known in the past year and a half. But war is war. And in the 80 years since the state was established, we have not seen sights like we've seen in Bat Yam, in Rehovot, in Tamra, sites of devastation. The pictures resemble the ones taken in Gaza. Huge buildings reduced to ruins. And Baruch Hashem, most people go into the safe rooms. And that is also amazing. And in our society, people are still mezalzel. Nobody was hurt in the Mamad. But we lost almost 20 people in these few days, and about 250 injured. Houses destroyed. We haven't seen this in the 80 years. We've known many losses, but it's always the military. Civilian losses in this scale, relatively low, definitely compared to what's happening in our enemy cities. But we're Jews, and each and every one of us is a lot. So therefore, we are Moida ala Ava v'tzayek ala Osid. Nobody knows how this is going to end. Only HaKadosh Baruch Hu knows, and we daven. And hundreds of times in the past year and a half, I've been speaking about this and saying how much difference one word could make. Venotati shalom ba'oretz u'shchavtem be'ein machrid. Ibn Ezra adds on one word. No need for more than that. Venotati shalom ba'oretz beinechem u'shchavtem be'ein machrid. Internal peace will bring external peace. Achdus amongst us, beinenu lebein etzmeinu, is a key, and it is so important, and it is the greatest good. So in times of war, we daven, we pray, we learn, we believe in the koyach of Torah, we believe in the koyach of Tefillah, in the koyach of Chesed, tzedakah tatzah mamodes, and v'natati shalom ba'oretz beinechem, like the Ibn Ezra explains, I've been getting so many phone calls from friends in Chutz La'aretz, and once again, it's a manifestation of Klal Yisrael being a family. So Thursday night, I had 25 people from Toronto come to my house. A group from Toronto coming together. And I said, Klal Yisrael is not only a people, we are a family. And like brothers, you probably fight around with your brother more than you fight around with your neighbors or with strangers at the bus station. That's what brothers are for. Eletz once said, it's really litzanis, but it's a good line. The Torah says, regarding your brother, that all the Torah demands is, like tisnes or chichot belvavecha. You know, maybe it's too much to expect you love your brother. Love everyone. But when it comes to a brother, all we demand is at least like tisnes or chichot belvavecha. So usually family is family, and we have our quarrels and we fight around. But in times of crisis, you always stand up for your brother. In times of crisis, that is when family really comes together. And that is when you realize the power and the strength of family. So we're Yidden. Yidden like to fight around. That's our nature. And it's been this way all along. But in times of crisis, we know how to strengthen each other and to come together. So I've been getting a lot of calls of shyness, but I've been getting even more calls just to ask how the others doing and how you're doing and I hope everything is okay. And Baruch Hashem, we're fine. Keeping on teaching, keeping on learning, keeping on davening, and trying to do our best. And thank you all for caring out there in Chutz La'aretz, and your learning and your davening is just as important as ours.